What is going on, Warriors? It's your boy again, Shinryu, back here with another video, and I just got like a notification just right about now. Okay, like I don't know what to think. This is actually really crazy here. Okay, so we're not expecting one, but we're expecting two characters. Okay, and this is like pretty insane. All right, we're looking at not just Vergil, but his son is also going to be coming through. And apparently, we're trying to figure out the character because, like I said, my Devil May Cry, um, I see my when I see my vocabulary, whatever I want to call it, is not pretty much up to date. And the last time I remember seeing Vergil, like he didn't look like the short hair that he's got right now. Vanta was on had short hair then, and Vergil kind of had a little bit longer hair. And that was all the way back in Devil May Cry. Was it 3? But yeah, now he's the one that he's pretty much the one, as you can see right on the main picture here. But the Discord channel is actually showing an extra, and they said it's not just him. It's actually like he and Nero actually coming. So Nero apparently is Vergil's son, and like I said, I was trying to figure who that character was then. So he's gonna be coming in as well. That is pretty much exciting, but also scary at the same time. And why I'm actually a bit worried about it is because it's pretty much going to be obvious that they're going to be special summons as well, and having two special summons at a go, in my opinion, could be both a blessing and a curse. Okay, and here's where I'm coming from. Obviously, when we want to look at it as from the blessing perspective, is the fact that if they're going to be having two characters at once that you can only get through the special summons, right? Then they'll probably provide. They're going to do one or two things. They're either going to provide a lot of special summon tickets, which in the end means you can decide. For example, maybe I want to go for Vergil still first. I can pull all and trying to get any character. Hopefully, I get them to Triple S and they can get out of the way and try and get somebody else, one of these two characters, or they might actually like add some sort of pity into the special summons ticket, because like if you think about it, right, if you look at the regular summons here, go to the regular draws, for example, typically if you pull the 3PR works here. 3PR, the triple route that I've always talked about in the past, would typically work here. You would normally get a guaranteed pull within 3 pulls. That's been what the 3PR is. And some of the stuff I'll actually try as well is if I try and pull like maybe 2 from faction, doesn't work out, I go to standard as a third pull that actually works, or friend recruit. It's sort of like work in that way for me, but guaranteed for sure in any of these recruit spots here. If you try and pull 3 times guarantee, which is why I typically never pull unless I have, in this case, 30. Here I'm a bit like, it's tough to get 300. I've done it once, pretty much. Of course it works, but it's kind of like you're gonna require a lot of patience to wait for the friendship recruit for you to actually pull, and wait for 300 for you to actually pull that. But here's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that they actually add a pity in the game. If, for example, they're not going to give us as much special summons, that would mean at least one can accelerate Every quicker, and then try and think about somebody else. It means at least in 3 pools you guarantee to at least pull one of them. That would be great. The other one obviously is that you get as much special summons as possible, and then of course I'm going to be going with the 2 pulls. That's what I do right now for special summons. I get 20, I try and pull twice. If it doesn't work out, I forget about it, think about it another day, and most of the time I try to make sure I've done a lot of activities throughout the day to actually make a pull for that. Those don't exactly, it's obviously RNG is pretty much luck and it's pretty much luck in this case, but it's just kind of like my own sort of like ritual. I've tried to make sure I've done a lot of gameplays you guys have seen in the past where I actually pull. I would typically make sure that I've done a couple of rounds here and there, and then go ahead and pull. So it is really crazy right now, in that we're typically, if you're gonna have 2 characters, right, one of them is typically like some basic character, and then the other one is typically like, a special character. But in this case, you're getting like two special characters, man. You're getting, Nero, and you're getting Vergil. Nero probably going to be the more, Vergil's face is on there, but Nero is sort of like the more marquee of the two, I believe, because he was supposed to be like the main star of DMC5, I think. Yeah. So we're going to see how it actually works out. Okay, this is going to get the community both buzzing and scared at the same time. So that's pretty much my take on it. What do you guys think? Do you think are you guys excited that there are two characters coming at a go? Are you guys like DMC fans? You guys pretty much follow the folklore of the saga, and or are you guys like worried as I am, thinking that what, we're going to have a limited amount of summon tickets and we're going to pretty much have to get two characters from the case? Are they trying to limit us to just picking one out of the two, or not developing them enough? That also have translate to, are we going to expect EX moves? Because as you guys can see here, typically most of these special these crossover characters tend to have like EX moves to come along with it. Dante had his. Who was the first one? Goma Galakan had his as well. So, and typically, if it's a special event, you typically have EX moves, because Akuma has his, Ivry has his as well. So there might be one for a Doomsday event, or will there be two of them? I have no idea. As you can see right now, the only amount of special ticket you can get, some is just a typical amount, 5, 10, which is 15, which makes 30, and then 50 is all you can get from this regular sharing. And then of course we're expecting to see more from the main event here. And you guys already know as well, I think I showed you guys previously while I was just glancing through. The street art is back. I think you can find it more in the, where can we find the street art? Let's find this guy here. Okay, the street art is back, and obviously the rewards here are just basic stuff, apart from these final ones here, where they're at least decent, better characters than the last one. Obviously I'm good for training Kami, I said that before. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say about this particular event right now. It's going to be pretty interesting. The good thing about the about Capcom Crunchyroll is, I believe they tend to listen, because I remember the first time a lot of people kind of like went wailing about the whole Gomakala can only being achievable by actually trying to reach certain levels and all that kind of stuff. There wasn't like any kind of like summon for him. He was just achievable in that regard, and you guys had to like pretty much get those stuff. So then they made the special summons for Dante, and of course that became a bit of a conflicted tale, in that you either have to be willing to dedicate and get Dante from that pool, or you have to focus on Akuma, who was already there. And then of course now we have like two options in Akuma and Mad Ryu, I mean my bad, Evil Ryu, in order to pick from right in the special summons. And then they're going to want to be adding two extra characters, or are they going to make one of them not as important? I don't think so. I think it's going to be like two major characters coming in straight away. It's a good time for them to milk in some cash, but at the same time I think it's also a great time for them to sort of like tweak and resolve the pool system, and maybe add some sort of pity to it. That would be great, even if it's like, well, hopefully it's not like 4 guaranteed, because that would be ridiculous. That's too much. Hopefully it's 3 like they did it. That's decent enough, and hopefully the characters actually worth it. All right, so because like I said, I was kind of like on the one with Dante. I don't know if it's viable now. Obviously I don't have the character. I tried him many times with the free versions, and yeah, he was a bit of a struggle in my opinion. I think he's probably more or less like a boss like character. So let me know what you guys think, and sure, and I'll definitely catch you guys on the next one. Cheers guys.